scratching and clawing, and that's. But that to me, that's Kim Anderson, and I have no doubt about it. He'll get that program back where it should be. The effort of our guys was great again. Anton Beard. You see his stat line. He just continues to play at a high level for us, shooting the basketball, distributing the basketball, being one of the leaders on our defense, on the defensive side of the ball. So it was I thought our guys played well the first half. The second half, I thought we had that great spurt. And we know it's a game of runs with us, and I think we had a 13-0 spurt, and I thought that really triggered from our defense. So I'm happy with the win, and enjoy it to midnight, and then we turn our attention to get ready for Mississippi State.
Mike, what kind of boost can Qualls bring when he gives you that kind of energy in the first half, and how nice is it to see him back to his, high-flying ways?
Well, you said the magic word. He's an energy guy, and I think when he plays with that energy, it's kind of contagious. It spreads throughout our team, and we know he can knock down some shots, but I think there's more things he can do, and he got to the free throw line 10 times tonight. That's huge. His rebound the other night in Ole Miss. He's already showed us he can rebound the basketball, so that's got to continue to be a part of what we do and who we are. But again, he's an important piece to this basketball team, and when he plays at a high level, Bobby's playing at a high level. You have Kai continuing to play well, and now you got Beard playing well. That's a great formula for our basketball team.
First half, you almost a little disappointed. Thinking you should have led by more, just with forcing first 14 turnovers, only leading by 8.
Well, sometimes it's the counter turnovers. Sometimes those turnovers are dead ball turnovers. I thought we could have did more with them. We didn't. I didn't think we did a good job of executing on the fast break. We had some times when we just kind of squandered the ball, or just took an ill-advised shot, or traveled one time and just didn't make the right decision. Then of course we subbed some guys, and I thought the defensive intensity kind of let down. We were up 13 with like 240, 250, something like that there, and I thought we kind of let up, and we go in at half at 7. But the game's a 40-minute game, not a 20-minute game, and I always think I want to get those guys coming off the bench, get them ready, because we're going to continue to need those guys. So they got to get some playing time.
Coach, you talked about how you weren't pleased with your defense at the beginning of the season. Now 17-0, forcing 15-plus turnovers. 6 of the last 9 games, you forced 15. Are you finally pleased with how your defense is playing?
Getting better. I thought we had some lapses tonight. We played well at times, but I still thought we had some lapses where in transition we kind of allowed them to, whether they spot up or get to the basket too easy. We continue to do a good job on the offensive boards, and at times we do a good job on the defensive boards. So I think there's still room for improvement, but we're trending in the right direction in terms of defense, and now we're starting to shoot the basketball well. We had 20 assists on 27 field goals. That's playing unselfish basketball, and we knocked down 10 threes. So that keeps the defense kind of honest. And we scored 84 points, and like I said, I like how we're playing, but I know we can play better.
How big were the 22 second chance points?
They were big. That was an advantage that we had. We did the same thing at their place, and we had some size. We got some guys, versatile guys that can really attack the glass and get after the ball. And I think another thing as part of it is they had some guys that got in foul trouble. So they had some guys that kind of wear down, and I thought we were much quicker to the ball, especially in the second half.
First half, really, I think they didn't score for 7 minutes. Then you forced 9 turnovers, or they threw it away or whatever. Just what do you think of that stretch?
We were just active. I thought that second bunch, as a matter of fact, guys off the bench that I think they started, and then we brought the starters back in there, and we just went on a run. But the run continues to be triggered by our defense. And even as we had the lead going down, we're up 18 or 17. I thought we had some opportunities to really distance ourselves, and we start playing the play. And what I mean by that is we just start playing. We weren't playing with the same intelligence we were playing with earlier, making that extra pass. We tried to make the home run plays, and then Missouri took advantage of that. That's when they scored, I think it was a 50-32, and all of a sudden you look up, it's I think 52-37. But that, I say it again, that's a tribute to them. They didn't just welter. They kept fighting.
Kim Anderson said he thought the game was really decided the first 4 minutes of the second half. You guys stretched the lead from 8 or whatever to 18, I think. Was it? I mean, what was happening?
Well, we talked about coming out with energy that first 5 minutes of the first 5 minutes always sets the tone, and I think he's correct in that assessment. I thought it set the tone, and I'll say it again, it came from our defense creating some offensive opportunities for us on offense, and then of course we knocked some shots down in transition, and again we're a team that plays with a game of runs, and sometimes those runs are good, and now we're starting to get more of them. We get more of those runs or longer runs, and it's because of our defense.
Coach Qualls on there tonight. You got a chance to coach him. Now you get to coach Bobby Portis. You see a little bit of nastiness inside Bobby on the court.
You know what? His mentality is very similar to Portis. Portis was a great player coming out of high school, and obviously he did some great things here. But he was one of the most humble guys you ever seen. You never thought he was that great a player. I mean, he never talked about himself. He always talked about his teammates. And Bobby was mentored by this guy. And I see some of those same characteristics in Bobby. You know, as good a player and good as he's playing, I think he's about this team. He's about winning. And if he scored 2 points, I mean, if we won, that's all that matters. And but he's doing yeoman's job for our basketball team. I think he's setting the tone from a leadership standpoint and how he plays, and he's vocalizing it as well.
Hey, Mike, is that 61 deflections that season high?
I'm almost sure it is. I have to double check, Bobby, but that's probably the most we were active. I mean, that one sequence where I think we touched it maybe 4 times, didn't come up with it. But that's disruption, and that's where we want our defense. It's not necessarily all about the steals. If every now and then you want to give it to us, we'll take it. But it's about disruption, and that's what we want to be about, disruption. I was glad to see us get to the free throw lines, and not necessarily the free throw percentage, but I was glad to see us get to the free throw line. We only turned it over 8 times, so that means we took care of the basketball. We value the basketball.
Any more questions, Coach?